facing the police every single day.
Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Prummell working with towing companies to steal your money twice. You pay your fine to get out of jail, then you have to pay a huge fine to get your vehicle back from the towing thieves. Can a towing company keep your vehicle? Veteran says motorcycle stolen, recovered, taken again. By Ann Easker. Staff writer. Punta Gorda Rob Nelson was in the hospital when his motorcycle was stolen. Although cops arrested the alleged thief and recovered the bike, he still doesn't have it back more than 4 months later. The motorcycle was impounded by A1 Towing of Punta Gorda, and Nelson has been unable to retrieve it despite repeated attempts. I feel victimized twice, he said. First by Daniel Bocha and then by A1. They were the biggest crooks of all. The towing company denies any wrongdoing. Manager John Sibino told The Sun that Nelson never came to the company with the money needed to get the bike back. They tried to work with him, he said, but Nelson only wanted the motorcycle for free. Around the nation, excessive rates for towing and impound lots have come under scrutiny in recent years. The Institute for Justice filed a class action lawsuit in Illinois State Court alleging the city's impound program violates residents' guarantee of due process, as well as protections against excessive fines and unreasonable seizures, Reason.com reported in April. The lawsuit detailed the experience of a couple forced to pay $1,170 for the return of their vehicle after an employee at an auto shop took it for a drive and was stopped by police for driving with a revoked license. When they could not pay, the city disposed of their vehicle, according to the suit. Another plaintiff had his car impounded after a passenger was found with drugs. The lawsuit alleged even after a court order, the city had not returned the vehicle and would not allow him access to the car unless he paid more than $17,000. Closer to home, 10 Investigates reported in 2016 at least one Tampa company was charging improper fees for people to recover their vehicles, including a $50 after-hours gate fee, resulting in a bill upwards of $175 for only a short tow. See Towing, 4A. I feel victimized twice. They were the biggest crooks of all. Rob Nelson. Of his experience with towing company after motorcycle was stolen. Around the nation, excessive rates for towing and impound lots have come under scrutiny in recent years. Shutterstock photo. Towing. From page 1A. In Nelson's case, he contacted A1 on March 29 and was told he owed $525 for towing and storage, recorded on a document from the company. Daniel Bocha, the suspect who allegedly stole the motorcycle, had been arrested on March 19 for grand theft of the Harley-Davidson, operating a motorcycle without a license, and driving with a revoked license, according to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Nelson said Bocha used to do some work for him around the house, but he told him not to come back when Bocha started stealing from him. During his arrest, Bocha claimed he'd been working on the motorcycle and took it for a drive, assuming that would be okay with the owner. The report states the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office attempted to contact Nelson by phone but was initially unsuccessful. When Nelson returned from the hospital by taxi, his roommate told him about Bocha's theft and arrest, he said. He contacted the sheriff's office and was told the motorcycle had been impounded at A1 Towing. He received a notice the motorcycle would be sold at a public auction on April 28 at 8 a.m. But when he showed up the day of the auction to the address provided, it didn't exist, he said. The auction was advertised in the Sun with the same information provided to Nelson, that it would take place at 8 a.m. on April 28 at 8487 Soulstone Drive. According to the Florida Division of Corporations, the company's address is 2481 Soulstone Drive while the address of their registered agent, Andrew T. Shields, is listed as 8487 Juant Boulevard. According to the Charlotte County property appraiser, the 8487 Soulstone Drive address does not exist. Putting the address into a GPS will navigate to the 2481 Sulstone Drive address. The day after the alleged auction, Nelson went to A1's office and was informed the motorcycle had been sold in a silent auction, and it would now cost him $2,500 to get it back, he said. Local attorney Russell Kirschai said it's common for towing companies to hold auctions and have titles switched to their ownership if no one bids on the item. The Charlotte County Tax Collector's Office verified the title is now owned by A1 Towing. The office can verify ownership through VIN numbers. Kirschai said the problem is that the auction was a sham if it was scheduled at a particular place, such as the 8487 Sulstone Drive address, but not held in accordance with the notice. The auction notice has to have a location that people can show up and bid on it, he said. You have to have a valid method by which you can bid on the item. If the notice does not provide that, that transaction is not effective. It's not lawful. The person can go to court and file a lawsuit and get that transaction undone. Sibano said A1 attempted to work with Nelson, but he would not pay the set fees and only threatened to sue the company. I felt sorry for him, Sibano said. Maybe he couldn't afford it, maybe he could. We treat everyone the same. To date, Nelson has not filed a lawsuit against the towing company. Nelson is a veteran who served in the Navy from 1968 to 1972, when he was honorably discharged. He lives on a fixed income of about $2,000 a month, and he said he didn't have the money to get his motorcycle back. After the motorcycle was taken, Nelson initially had no car to get around. He had to find people to take him to the store, use a taxi, or just walk a mile to the Circle K nearest his house. He's now purchased a beater car, but he's not giving up on getting his motorcycle back, though he's not sure what steps to take next. He had no insurance on the bike, and it was worth $7,000 to $10,000, he said. The rates for non-consensual tows are set by county ordinance, and Kirschai said the initial cost provided to Nelson seemed to be in line with Charlotte County's set fees, except for a $145 recovery charge. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office stated that in cases where they need a tow, they use a rotation wrecker from a list provided by the Florida Highway Patrol. In Punta Gorda or Port Charlotte, they use Prompt Towing, A1, and Cleveland Towing. In Englewood, they use Stearns Auto Tire and Towing or Galatas Towing. It's built into our CAD, computer-aided dispatch, and automatically selects the next tow in the rotation based on usage and location, CCSO spokesperson Katie Heck said. The Florida Highway Patrol administers the towing lists and has the authority to file an administrative action and suspend a company from the rotation. Kirschai said the sheriff's office could also investigate if someone believed a towing company had committed a criminal action. Email, n.easker@yourzon.com. Rates are posted outside A1's towing lot at the 2481 Sulstone Drive address. Sun photo by N. Easker. Sun legal notice file.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks. Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.